Lasagna gets a bad rap for being heavy and unhealthy and all that, but when you replace noodles with luscious ribbons of eggplant and zucchini, sub creamy cashew ricotta in place of traditional dairy cheese, and fill that thing with earthy garlic mushrooms, you've got a lightened up yet totally satisfying version worth writing home about. We're gonna start off by roasting those thin slices of eggplant and zucchini with a little bit of olive oil and salt, and then letting them cool while you prepare the rest of the dish. Grab your food processor and throw in garlic, fresh basil, soaked cashews, lemon juice, and olive oil. Then top that off with a little salt and a lot of pepper and start to blend. If your food processor is petite like ours, you can totally do this in 2 batches. Just separate the ingredients in half. Use a spatula to scrape down the sides of the food processor and then pulse until there are no big chunks left. In a cast iron pan, heat up some olive oil, then add in some red pepper flakes, minced shiitake stems, and minced garlic. Give that a good stir, then add in your shiitake caps, cremini mushrooms, and a pinch of salt. Saute those guys up until all the liquid has been released and you're left with this tender, dare I even say, meaty filling for your lasagna. Now for the fun part. Assemble your layers in a baking dish in whatever order you feel like until you've used up all of your ingredients. We've got eggplant, then some cheese, then mushrooms, then zukes, tomato sauce. You get the idea. How many layers you get depends largely on how big your baking dish is. Ours is about 10 by 7, which is kind of an odd size, I realize, but that should give you some perspective. If you're making this thing for like a family of 8, you'll probably have to double the recipe. Once everything's layered, sprinkle the top with a little bit of breadcrumbs to get a crispy topping. You can also add in a little bit of daya here if you'd like to get that brown cheesy top layer. That's going in the oven at 375 for about 25 to 35 minutes, or until the lasagna is warmed all the way through and the top has browned. And voila! Enjoy like you would any other cheesy, hot, delicious lasagna. Except don't feel gross after. Yay!